Hello everyone, this is a no damage, no alarms playthrough of Tom Clancys Splinter Cell on the Nintendo Gamecube. The difficulty is set to hard mode. Please enjoy.
Visual contact with a well-armed enemy force. They've got an entire army down here.
Ready, Dad?
Sam, got a few minutes to chat?
Do I have a choice?
Lambert needs to talk to you.
You know I hate that.
Sam?
What's the situation, Lambert?
We've lost contact with Agents Madison and Blaustein. You need to go bring them back.
And my daughter?
We'll take care of her.
Okay, everyone. First thing is first, this is the training ground level. So basically, we're going to follow the command prompts. Once we get to the next section with the retinal scanner,
All right, Sam,
that's when I'll chime
let's get
back in.
started.
This is basically the tutorial, so we'll just follow Lambert.
Good. That means the implanted speaker is working correctly. Now, the technicians here want to calibrate your equipment. Can you turn to the red emergency light on the wall to your left? Great. Now the one on your right. Okay, same thing for pitch. Look for another light up in the rafters on the ceiling. Excellent. Now look for one on the ground in front of you. All right, Fisher. We'll get through this as quickly as possible. We'll start simple. Climb up onto that ledge, over that pool. We'll let you do your thing here. You're looking at your basic assault course. I'll chime back in once you've passed it.
So Tom Clancys Splinter Cell on the PlayStation 2 and GameCube are made by two different developers within Ubisoft. There's Ubisoft Shanghai and there's Ubisoft Montreal. The Xbox and PC versions are the main standard version of the game with different textures and patterns. And the ports of this by Ubisoft Shanghai are a little different. And if you play the Xbox version and the GameCube version, you will notice some differences and small similarities. So right now, let's jump up on here and finish this up.
Good job, Fisher. As soon as you can find a way over the gate, we'll move on to covert ops training.
So you're going to notice there's a lot of moments of saves in this game. Some I do edit out, some I did not. Here you could tell that I did. We're going to be going through the training farm, which basically means that there are CIA specialists that are going to train Sam and make sure that he's ready to go out on these missions. So we're going to follow the command prompts.
You're moving on into covert ops. The objective is to sneak through the area without being detected. We've got live bodies in there. Some of the top CIA instructors have kindly volunteered to be your victims.
So you can see right here that the controls as follows are a little bit different from the normal
The next door is locked.
Xbox version, but the lockpicking is still the same. You use the left analog stick to find the sweet spot and make sure that you fully pick the lock. In this version, you could walk right behind
Next
him.
door is keypad locked. The man guarding the door has the code to open it, but he's been instructed not to cooperate. Convince him otherwise.
I know all the codes, but this guy's going to give it to us once we interrogate him, so let's just do this.
Hi there.
Hi.
You're not going easy on me.
Not so tight. That hurts.
Sorry about that. What's the door code?
28469.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Likewise.
And at the end, we got to knock him out, even though he's training us.
This next door is retinal scanner locked. These things are cheap and near impossible to hack. Fortunately, it's just a matter of getting the right eyes to the scanner, usually an officer. The gentleman ahead is registered for the scanner. Convince him to open the door for you.
All right, so we're going to walk really slow up to this guy. This game checkpoints and saves quite often, so you'll see it quite a bit. The retinal scanner is used only a couple times in the first Splinter Cell game. I'm not sure if it's used in the other ones, but there's some pivotal moments in this game where we will have to use this. So just remember, we got to bring them over, then interact.
Let's work on stealth. Your gun should always be a last resort. Invisibility is your best weapon. We've got a network of photocells on your outfit connected to a visibility meter on your OPSAT. If the meter's at 4, you're lit up like a Dutch brothel. At 0, you're a ghost's shadow.
Okay, so Lambert probably confused a lot of you. Basically, what he said was the darker the bar is on the corner, the more we're locked into darkness and the enemy cannot see us, or the bodies that we put down. The higher the bar is, they could see us, and we're lit up, like he said, like a Christmas tree. So there are cameras in this game we cannot destroy. We're going to have to create darkness in order to get around them.
Some cameras are more fragile, and all you'll need to do to get past them is shoot them. Sometimes the only way to pass a camera will be to stick to existing shadows and time your movements.
We're basically just going to judge the camera right here. Once the camera is facing totally to the left of the fence, we are going to book it, and you can see my signature roll. I roll quite a lot.
Knock out the guard in the corridor and hide his body before the patrolling guard finds it.
All right, so let's grab this dude. We're going to bring him into the darkness, and then that guard that we see behind us is going to come out and do a sweep. Sweeps are pretty prominent in Splinter Cell games. Since we're going for no alarms, we have to make sure that every body we hide is in darkness.
Okay, now, Fisher, let's bring in another guard to evaluate your work. Radio check. Report and relay. Good work, Sam. Remember that discretion is critical to our operations. Covering up the evidence of your passing through will go a long way towards proving our usefulness in the field. The next hallway's the same idea, but for sound. I'll be monitoring a few hidden mics.
All right, so this room, basically, they want us to be as quiet as possible. There is glass on the floor to the left. When we drop down, we want to remain crouched. Inside of the smoke, which is actually not in the Ubisoft Montreal edition, there are chains. You are allowed to hit into them, but you have to move quietly, because if you bump them, you'll have to restart this checkpoint.
Have you started yet? Fisher, holy Christmas, you're at the end. Phenomenal work. Let's move on.
Don't like that.
Christ.
You must be Sam Fisher. I'm Anna Bryn's daughter. Pleased to meet you.
Third echelon lead programmer.
You've done your homework.
Good. Ready to get to work?
I'd feel better if I knew what was going on.
As you know, the CIA lost contact with two agents, William Blaustein and Alice Madison. Madison was a mole inside Georgian President Kombane Nikoladze's cabinet. Nikoladze was a wealthy industrialist before he transitioned to politics. Once he took over in Georgia, he opened up the country to the west, fostering an economic climate that promoted technology development.
Are we working with the CIA's cooperation?
Blaustein is outfitted with subdermals just like yours. That'll be your best lead to find him.
You didn't answer my question.
We'll tell you what you need to know. You're not out there alone, Fisher. Through me, you're attached to a dozen of the best NSA minds we have. There are political complexities with Georgia you'd need a week to understand.
I've just about memorized the speech language.
Well, start believing it. This is Third Echelon's maiden voyage, and we need it to go smooth as butter. You're about to touch down in Georgia. Get ready.
Okay, folks, so now we are in Georgia. This is the official first mission of the game. This game has really long load times, unfortunately, on the GameCube.
Fisher, the sun's down. Time to go to work.
You guys will witness me here fail quite a lot trying to climb a ladder that's literally in front of me.
Local NSA contact.
I'm on my way.
And stay off the streets. There's a heavy cop presence in this town. You don't have
That's just a
Washington's
villager up
back
top. You do
yet.
not have to worry about him whatsoever.
Details on your OPSAT.
So the people in the town, you predominantly don't have to worry about in the Shanghai version. In the PC version, however, though, they play a very important role in staying out of sight. So, just a little subtle differences you'll notice here.
Don't tell me. Gergenidze is inside there.
Why would I tell you what you already know? You're gonna have to hurry. Grim's daughter's
All right,
carrying a
so
dark star
Grim is
drone
going to
sonar
basically
the
guide us
warehouse
on where to
blueprints.
go in here, but we already know the route. We're going to just completely run through, except I'll go against the wall, not sure what that was. We're going to head right down these stairs. And don't run because there's a broken floor. We got to get up on the pipe.
Jesus, but that was close. Take a left just ahead and cut through the room. You'll find a stairwell on the opposite corner. Take it to the top floor. The contact is in this room. Let's hope to God he's still alive.
Gergenidze.
Yeah,
I'm NSA. I'm gonna get you out of here.
don't bother. I'm as good as dead. You're looking for Blaustein and Madison. Madison was deep into Nikoladze's cabinet. She was onto something big. Blaustein must have figured it out.
How do I find him?
Blaustein's black box, the tracking relay for his subdermals. It's stashed in his safe house just east of Morevi Square.
Lambert, do we have resources to evac this guy?
I said don't bother. Whatever Madison found, it's big. She kept saying proof would mean war. I think Nikolaz wanted...
Gergenidze checked out.
Leave the corpse for the fire. He has to explain to his family.
You've got a safe exit on the west
So
side
this
of the
room is full of
Take
smoke.
it.
What we want to do is we want to shoot the sunroof over here. It's kind of hard to hit because the smoke is so thick in this version. Easier to take the goggles off. So once we hit it, give it a second for the smoke to clear, and then Sam can proceed. This game is full of saves and checkpoints. So it's a good thing and it's also a bad thing because you're in the zone of doing what you're trying to do and beat this game, and then all of a sudden it's like a 5-minute break because the save times are kind of slow in this game.
That was pretty tight. Still breathing?
Doing my best.
Good. Blaustein's black box is your next objective. He's running
Okay,
standard
so
ancient
instead of the
trade
normal
map.
way
Provide
that
the
you would
box
do it on the
behind
PC
table
version, we're
shelf
going to
or
grab the
wall
pipe, and we're going to fully climb up it, get across,
Put
drop
Gringo
down.
on, because those are my orders. I speak to Vyacheslav Grinko or nobody.
The dialogue is basically the same between the Montreal and
Yes, sir.
Shanghai version.
This is Keteman. We finished searching the American's apartment. There is nothing else there. If 5 more bugs, 2 cameras,
Hop
and
over
some
here.
electronics, we got
We're going to
ID.
wait in the corner for the other guard
Already
to
on
come
their way
out
to
once
the
the
ministry.
conversation is finished.
Of course. Thank you, sir. Did you check under the bed?
Yes, I'm telling you, there's nothing else here.
I love their
Gringo says
accents.
to do a final sweep and then wrap it up.
We've checked everywhere. The place is clean.
Don't cross Gringo.
So realistically in this game it's impossible. I've tried it to do a no-kill run. So we're going to take out this enemy and we need to create darkness. So we're going to take out these 2 lights right here. So aggroing enemies in this game is not the same as getting an alarm turned on. If you look at the bottom left corner, you see 0 of 3. Whether they aggro to us or they get a little confused at what's going on, totally fine. We're trying to draw this guy out so we could take him out in the darkness. Okay, so you get the password on the data stick right over here.
Dang!
What's the news?
Blaustein's heart stopped beating 43 hours ago.
Any reason the CIA wouldn't know about this?
The password here is
The subdermal went offline 6
091772.
hours after he died. Last active position was in a police station a few blocks away. Check your OPSAT.
Little finicky over here. We want to make sure that we grab the elevator cables. Come down, grab the latch, and you guys guessed it, another save. Okay, so this is the next portion of the Georgia mission. Each mission is relatively long. There's 9 missions
Fisher,
in the game.
I'm rescinding my street-level restriction. We've been monitoring the Tbilisi police radio. These cops are as crooked as a Virginia fence. They're not going to want any more international attention than we do. Every road is open to you. Do what you gotta do to find those missing spooks.
Okay, so we're going to drop down right over here, and we're actually going to grab that white ledge. Right now, the cops are harassing some drunk guy on the bench. We want to totally avoid that whole conversation. This version of the game actually has this ledge. The other one, you actually have to bring the guards back and take them out and hide their bodies.
Said we're associated with criminals. Then arrest me. I must sleep. Weren't you listening? The rent's gone up in jail. You want to die tonight? That's free. You want to sleep tonight? It'll cost you 100 lari. Oh, please, I don't...
We just want to get way over here. Totally avoid this. Once we get over by the tree,
now what are
we could drop down and slowly get the hell out of here.
I'll radio HQ. Sure. Unit 3 to dispatch. We have a 1053. Possible assault. Can you...
Alright, we're going to crawl right through that vent. Every red computer is basically information that we need. Picked up some ammo. There is a guard that comes out of this gate. We're not even going to bother with him. We're going to wait over here because a resident of this area is going to come by. We're going to have to knock them out. And if you look at the bar, the offset in the corner, we put them in darkness. There's another guard around this corner. Make sure you have your gun out. Another guard around this corner. He kind of comes to sweep the area. We can't shoot that light. It has bars on it, so we want to get a little closer. The accuracy in this game is terrible, as you can see. When the music prompts like this, like I said, just aggroes them. But I will say the aiming in this game is absolutely atrocious, so if you feel like you're missing shots, you're not alone. So you'll notice when you shoot lights in this game as well, you kind of have to get really up close with them because the aiming, it looks like you're aiming directly at it, but I think Sam's actual aiming reticle is off-centered from the camera. So yeah, you'll be sitting there shooting a light for probably like 4 minutes. So just make sure you get up close and take it out. We're going to take all these guys out, but we want to create darkness along the way, so as you can see, dead on shot doesn't register. Gotta love this game. We're going to get as close as we can while still being in the darkness. This little light bulb here you could actually shoot too. But let's get this guy first. I'm literally shooting at his head. It's incredible. Now that we've created a lot of darkness, this guy is going to try to find out if we're located over here. There's also a IT tech inside of this room that will hit the alarm. If you are spotted, he will run to it. So just make sure that if he comes out or he notices you, you knock him out. So we knocked out the tech. So this guy noticed us and literally missed the shot. Got very lucky there. Take the shot a little bit farther away, I recommend. We got pretty lucky in this location. Also, keep your gun out as soon as you go into this room. There's a shootable camera.
I've got Agents Blaustein and Madison.
Rest in peace. Somebody cut out their subdermals.
Where do we go from here?
We follow the subdermals if we can.
There's a security camera here.
Good thinking. We'll track the subdermals from the video archives. The station's surveillance room is on the top floor.
Alright, we're just going to pick up these bodies and we're going to make sure they're in complete darkness. Like I said, this version of the game, they do sweeps pretty often. So we just want to make sure they're out of sight. Gotta have that signature roll, obviously. Alright, we're going to slowly make our way up here. Let's use the optic cable to see what's going on. Pedestrian is here. Okay, he saw us, and it's okay because there's not an alarm up here. This guy just has really bad aim. And this will happen quite often in this game, so just get that gun out. Let's clip him. And for the resident, we're not going to kill him. We're not that evil. Maybe just knock him out, unless I shoot him. No, I don't think I shoot him. Oh, he's running for it. Except he's coming with me. So we're going to knock him out as well. Two guards were placed right here at the desk. We're just going to make our way past them. Don't even have to knock them out. If you do knock one out, though, the other one does aggro. In this version of the game, they are kind of like, if you've ever watched The Matrix, they're kind of like a one big giant mind. Like they know where you are instantly. So I just advise basically taking out the computer and only hitting the people that you really need to.
Great work, Fisher. We're scanning the videotapes now.
There, that's our guy. We got him red-handed.
Can you run his face through Echelon?
Already on it. Hey, check it out. A license plate. 84KP214.
Fantastic. Fisher, we got what we need. Rendezvous with Wilkes, your work here is done. We'll get back to you once we've sifted this intel.
Alright, so basically hitting that red computer confirmed that the mission is just about over. Let's just get out of here. And I don't know why, on the GameCube version, it kind of skips as soon as you go through the door. It's kind of silly, but that's a mission complete. On to the next one.
Mark a steady rise in Georgia's economy. Once central to the former Soviet Union's development and manufacture of weapons, Georgia has recently resurfaced as a potential player in the world military industry, with active contracts in Russia, Turkey, Germany, and even has stated the need, especially in these times, for a reliable source of oil in the Middle East. Commerce Secretary Moore, on a visit to Azerbaijan this morning, noted the tiny nation's enormous potential for oil, calling on American investors to provide the necessary funds for tapping the reserves.
In many ways, a leader from a bygone era. His beliefs are very firmly founded in Georgian orthodoxy. His political standings more in line with the early 20th century.
Would you fault him then as a politician?
No, not at all. Kumbay Nikolads is all politician. He's done wonders for the Georgian economy. A brilliant tactician. It's more a question of ethics.
And ethically speaking?
Well...
Okay, so now we are in the Georgian Defense Ministry. This is the technically third mission of the game.
Echelon got a positive ID on your target from the morgue security cameras. A guy named Vyacheslav Bingo.
How do I find him?
By his license plate.
And if he's not with his car?
Then his driver will be. Grab him and make him talk. Don't be afraid to use force.
Who? Me?
Grim's daughter just pulled up the schematics on the ministry.
We have a guard here
Got a laser security grid
and a camera.
in the courtyard.
So I stay out of the
Take that guard out right
Don't
away
let them trigger any alarms
and
at
shoot
all.
the camera.
We still don't have any official approval from the Joint Chiefs for this operation, so one slip up and it's mission over.
So basically you want to use the optic cable here. It kind of prompts you to do it. I kind of jumped the gun, realized it, and then got against the wall for it to reset. Once the guard goes back, we could start heading through and not worry about them. If you're wondering why I didn't hide the body in the other room, the guard that we killed, he was already in darkness, so we didn't even have to worry about it. Coming down this hall, we have to make complete darkness. Nice shooting, Tex. Alright. So there's a camera right here. that I believe is one that we could shoot. Yeah, there we go. Not sure why aiming directly at it with the reticle doesn't do shit, but we'll continue to make darkness along the way. So we're going to make our way through the parking garage, and we're going to find the driver. I think he's taking a leak in the corner. I'm dead serious. So we're just going to shoot out this camera so it doesn't become a problem. We're going to grab him. You don't want to knock him out, or I think it's mission over. Wait for him to go in the corner, and then we're going to interrogate him.
What the hell?
I'm going to ask you some questions. When I think you're lying, I'll do this. Who do you work for?
Vyacheslav Grinko.
Tell me about him.
He used to be Spetsnaz. Now he's mercenary. He works for President Nicholas.
Where do I find Rinko?
He's meeting Mass in the elevator by the courtyard.
Who's Mass?
Philippe Mass, some computer guy. He has access to Nikolaz's office.
What's this meeting about?
I don't know. I swear, it's gotta be something bad if Nikolaz is willing to see Grinko face to face.
I need you to understand that we never talked.
I understand.
Good.
I want to
Knock
hear
him out.
what Grinko and Mass talked about in that elevator.
I'll need to deactivate the courtyard laser grid to get in position.
Then do it.
Guards have now come downstairs to see what the ruckus was, so we need to take him out. I think it's only one guard. Yeah, it's one guard. So he's kind of just standing there stationary. We're going to get inside the darkness and put him down. So again, we'll just hide the body in a very dark spot. This is good. You could also drop the body by pressing the button that prompts your weapon. So if you were to press like R2 on the PlayStation 2, he'll just drop the body off of his shoulders quickly and aim the gun. Sometimes useful if you need to make a run for it. There's an alarm right next to this guard, so we have to be extremely careful. We could hear a camera that's probably scaring the crap out of you, but don't worry, it's not in this hole. Gonna knock this guy out in the corner. Camera is in here. Right above us. We're gonna aim directly up and pop that guy. Now we're gonna climb up in the air vent. Sam, you wanna reach the air vent? There we go. Good job, buddy. Okay, so the first thing we do is we're going to drop down right here. We're going to turn off the light because this is where we're going to stash the bodies. We have a chef inside of here, and we also have a guard. So let's make a little bit of darkness. So as this guy's turning on the light, we're just going to hit him right in the head, and then the chef's going to come by, and I'm just going to give him the people's elbow.
I need a colonel down here. We're trying to get through a retinal scanner.
Okay, so for this part coming up, there is going to be a guard directly under us. We're going to want to jump on him and knock him out.
God, no. I hate this guy. We'll find
He is right there.
with the land.
So we're going to wait for this guard to walk by. Once this guy is about near the tree, we're going to jump over, hang, and drop and knock this dude out. Then we're going to slowly hide ourselves underneath the stairs. I don't recommend going and trying to grab that guy. He will turn around and he will either shoot you or run to the alarm. Wait until he kind of notices that the guard is missing over here. We're going to run back. Took out the first guy with his dramatic sigh as he died. And that guy too. Just place the bodies right over here. And then we're going to hit the red computer.
You've got an incoming colonel, Fisher. Make the most of him. You'll need him conscious and cooperative if you want to unlock the retinal scanner sealing the door to the courtyard.
That's detailed intelligence.
Knowing everything is my job.
Alright, one of the chiefs are going to come down here and they're going to start typing on this computer. And then we're going to grab him and we're going to use his ass on the retinal scanner. While we have this guy, we'll just take out the camera real fast. Knock him out. This is considered a dark area, even though it's pretty bright, but we're going to get out the directional mic. And then as soon as we get to the courtyard, we're going to aim for the elevator. When the square is red, that means that we could get the voices. If it is not, we don't want to miss the conversation or the mission will be over.
The glass elevator's in motion.
Make with the laser, Mike Fisher. It's mission critical that we hear what Grinko and Mass say before they reach the top.
Savages! What did you rip it out with, pliers?
We had some difficulty with Blowski's chip. You can see fibers of muscle tissue still attached.
Nasty. Nasty.
You're in the wrong line of work to avoid getting gore on your hands.
Whatever Nikolaj does in Azerbaijan is his own conscience's burden.
You are just a tool?
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I'm the cleanup man. All the blood's on yours and Nikolaj's hands. I'm clean.
And it is?
It's what?
Clean.
Azerbaijan? Yeah, man. The operation's goddamn immaculate. Except for the files Nikolaj insists on keeping on his own machine. You need to talk to that.
Sounds like we found the subdermals.
I get nervous when the bad guys start making blood jokes.
That conversation's going straight to the Joint Chiefs, and we don't need more.
Nikolaj's computer.
You guessed it. Get inside his office and access that machine. Alarms aren't mission critical anymore. We're moving into Fifth Freedom territory.
So there is a guard in this courtyard. Found that out while routing the hard way. So just climb right up here. Once there's a save that pops up on the screen, it actually just completely takes you from the location and puts you in the next section. Completely deloads the map you're in and puts you into the next level or part of the level. So you don't even have to worry if you aggroed anybody transferring into that. Alright, there's going to be some guards coming down from the elevator. We're going to hide in the corner and then wait for them to pass. Alright, now we're going to slowly make our way to the elevator that's pretty garbage trying to get up it. The door takes an hour to shut. Come on, shut. Thank you. That guard kind of just does like one sweep, then turns around, so it's not something major you have to worry about, but we're going to use the disposable pick, which actually breaks the lock in order to get into the next room really fast. For those who don't know, what a disposable pick does is it avoids you having to sit there and pick the lock on a lock pick. Every time I record, it's pretty interesting to see like the past version of you and the version that commentates. So I know what I'm doing, but you always want to make sure you have everything synced together. So in this window right over here, we want to make sure that we have our gun out. We line it up perfectly, and we're going to pop this guy and jump right in. Now, to the best of our ability, we want to create darkness in this room. And we also want to hide the body a little bit. Because once we hit that computer, guards are going to literally pour into this room. So we'll bring this gentleman right over to the corner. I won't lie, I tried dropping him out the window, but it doesn't work. So we're going to put him right over here. Then we're going to hit this computer real fast.
Christ almighty.
What do you have?
Bad things. Keep transmitting.
We have to hang from the ledge over here because there's no place to hide as they pour through the room.
Refugee camps. They've had commandos at work in Azerbaijan for weeks. How the hell did we miss this? Keep transmitting.
Alert! All men to full alert! We have an intruder in Nikolaz's office! Wake up, you bastards! I want troops in there now! We are sending reinforcements now!
Once these guys do a sweep and they clear out, we'll get out of here.
We need the rest of the files from Nikolaz's computer. This stuff is going straight to the president. He might be headed for military action, and we're going to need airtight proof.
Alright, so we'll make our way out of this room now. Sounds like there's footsteps around the corner. Could always use the optic cable just to make sure that there's not people running outside there. And I believe they're running on the floor above us. That's why it's kind of tricking me and Fisher to know where they are. Let's hit this computer one more time to get the rest of the information.
That's the end of it. Thank God.
What exactly is going on?
You wouldn't believe the numbers. Nikolaz has been systematically murdering his way through Azerbaijan.
And we didn't know about it.
Nobody did.
What does he want?
You can watch the news later. Rendezvous with Junior Wilkes for extraction.
Okay, so we have to do this part pretty fast because there's guards that are going to be following us. We're at the very end of the mission.
We're heading for the rear gangway.
We need to take this guy out. There we go. And now we're going to do right through this piece of paper blocking the way. We're going to slide right down.
Do we have men on the rear stairwell?
About to breach the stairwell, sir.
So now we're in the parking garage. You'll hear shooting. That's our guys taking out one of the guards. Got to do the famous dive.
What the hell did you find in there,
And that's
man?
mission complete,
Lambert's
folks.
flipping out big time.
What's he saying?
That we're going to war.
Georgian special forces have taken hold of villages scattered throughout Azerbaijan. Incredibly, Kombain Nikoladze appears to have been able to move thousands of troops across the border over a course of weeks, completely hidden from both local and international authorities through a high-tech. Number of Azerbaijani casualties are unknown, but early estimates number in the high.
The freedom-loving people of the world cannot stand idly by and allow an act of such staggering inhumanity and scale.
In their third day of fighting, U.S.-led NATO troops took 3 more Azerbaijani villages occupied by Georgian special forces. U.S. troops met only light resistance and suffered minimal casualties. The Georgian commando cells are becoming increasingly hard to locate as military intelligence suffers repeated. Kombain Nikoladze has vanished, along with his top military advisors. Speculation points to Nikoladze's fear of a war crimes tribunal as motivation. A 2-minute webcast from locations unknown, Georgian President Kombain Nikoladze called America and its allies an army of scarecrows, declaring them helpless to defend themselves or their homeland. The precise nature of Nikoladze's threat, experts fear, could make itself known within
Okay, we're in the Caspian Sea mission. This mission has no alarms, which is always a good thing, but we still want to avoid any heavy fighting because we don't want to take any damage.
Fisher, we've uploaded your mission objectives. Grimstarter says the rig's encryption protocols are bulletproof, so we're going to have to let one of Nikolaz's geeks log on before we get a chance at any intelligence.
Why would they be holding on to this rig? It's not Nikolaz's smartest play.
That's what got our attention. Nikolaz is sacrificing several cells to hold on to it, so whatever's coming over the network must be critical. Mission objectives on your OPSAT.
Visual on the hostile force.
Bad news, Fisher. Something got the military's attention.
Oh boy.
Your rig just got bumped into the single digits on NATO's strike list. Write yourself a technician and get that down. Time just got scarce.
Basically, you have to angle yourself a certain way on that weird pipe in order to get inside of this one. There's going to be a save coming up.
Everybody look lively. Our computer technician is returning with the encryption key. I need 2 men to meet him at the docking station and escort him to the data hub. Let's get this finished quickly. We're a sitting duck out here.
So again, level change. This is the guy. This is the suitcase we need to complete the mission. So you guys will be able to witness me fail trying to climb up here. Surprised they can't see me with all the jumping. But we're going to grab up here, we're going to put our legs on top. And then what we're going to do is there's going to be a guard that comes right underneath us, and we're going to jump right on top of him and knock his ass out. So we'll time it just right. Listen for his footsteps. And boom, baby. Slam dunk. Okay, so for mission start, there's going to be a boatload of explosions because the F-16s are about to bomb the hell out of this place. And we need to get over to the tech wing in order to get this suitcase. So we're going to be killing a bunch of mercenaries on our way.
time.
That's our friends from the Air Force. Ground troops are imminent. We'll keep you updated.
Take out this guy. Don't be afraid to let the gun whistle. And another lucky break where he completely missed the shot. It's good that they're inaccurate just like I am.
American fighter planes! They're coming in again! Reports of incoming...
That pressure tank right over there, we're going to use it as a trap to kill one of the guards. We're going to switch the button. We're going to come in this corner right here, get our handgun out, and then as soon as he tries to turn this off, we're going to pop him right in the nose.
Won't open. Look at you then. Indeed, I think it's broken.
We're going to hang out in this corner for a minute, listen to some of the dialogue. Now we're going to make our way this way. You have to climb up on top of this machine to reach the pipe. We have to wait for the F-16 explosion to be able to get through the glass windows, or I believe it's the AK-47 from one of the mercenaries shooting the computers. It was the latter.
Major Clancy. You're going after that technician, Pure.
Download the data to that.
A laptop inside. Use whatever force.
We're gonna go full splinter cell mode right here, and we're gonna hang from the pipe and pop this guy. And now we're gonna start heading after this mercenary technician, because he's on the run. He knows they want what's inside of here. Keep your gun out for this part. Okay, so the guy on the heliport that's shooting, that we will see in a minute, he will be able to see us, so as soon as we turn this corner, we're gonna pop this barrel. And then we're going to take this guy out. And we're gonna keep moving. So this door that the mercenary ran out of, that's the door I'm supposed to go through, but you'll actually witness me get lost for like 5 seconds over here. It's actually kind of hysterical. So right over here, we do have to take out this guard who runs back and forth. So annoying. Once he actually stands still for a second, I'm just gonna pop him. Fuck that, I'm not waiting. So right over here, you'll notice I kind of run this way just to kind of see if there's anything we could pick up. Satchels, which is basically what you do. Then I realize there's a dead end, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know. I think I filmed this at like 4 a.m. Forgive me. And then I found the door. Alright, you see the timer? That basically means we need to get to that suitcase ASAP. We'll go back this way. Can't. Blocked off. We're going to run right through this water, and the tech is going to be hiding. Grab him, interrogate him.
What makes this worth the risk?
Who the hell are you?
Don't ask any more questions. Answers only, and fast.
I understand.
Why risk manually extracting data from a battle zone?
It was the only way. We encrypted with a non-transferable destroy or use hard key.
What's the data?
I'm just a messenger. I don't know. Something about it.
What's that?
I don't know. What Nicolas wants most.
Where were you going to take the briefcase?
I don't know. I wasn't going to find out until I was on board the escape ship.
Mass is a complete control freak.
Mass.
Please, I don't want to. Ah!
So as you could all see, I love to live dangerously, and I literally left myself at 7 minutes. Mission complete.
How much longer is this gonna take?
Your daughter's on the line. Just running the encryption.
Black hell!
What's up, Gordon?
The data you glommed off the rig. There's no way the Georgians could have gotten this much intel without a man inside the CIA.
Fisher, you're up.
Dad?
Sarah. Hi.
Where are you?
Honey, you know I can't answer that.
Yeah, I know. I was just watching it on TV. Ah!
Sarah. Sarah! Grimsdale, Wilkes, you okay?
I think so.
Hope everybody's all right back there. We just had a faulty collision warning. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm here, Fisher.
What the hell's going on?
Nicolad's just declared war on the U.S.
What?
The Georgians hit our communications, transportation, power grids. We still don't know how extensive the damage is.
What's our defense? What are we doing?
What do we have? Nicolad's caught us with our pants down. All we've got is the laptop you pulled off the oil rig.
My daughter.
I know. I've got people heading over there. This whole country's a mess.
I need to see Sarah.
You know what you need to do. We're helpless until we find Nicolad's. You're heading for the CIA. Your mission just became critical.
No sweat, man. We got a better way in this time. CIA. Ha! CIA.
Failure at the Red Bear Army Community Hospital in Mississippi resulted in 17 deaths and over 30 injuries. Both county electricity and backup generators were destroyed, leaving military train traveling to Norfolk, Virginia collided with a commuter rail line after an apparent failure of its automated routing system. U.S. military has not released the contents of the train's cargo, though federal authorities have evacuated a 20-mile radius surrounding the wreckage. Though no official death toll has been given, initial reports indicate the deaths of over 40 enlisted men. Potential civilian casualties are believed to be much lower.
Newspapers talking about cyber terrorism, an information crisis, information warfare. Call it what you will, but realize that no American is safe until we mobilize our army.
Rescue workers, their information grid entirely disabled, were unable to respond to the crash for nearly an hour. Injuries became fatalities as, to combain Nicolad's, the Georgian president still in hiding. Though his first wave of cyber terrorism focused on military targets, intelligence proposes that a large-scale civilian target could just as easily...
We have faced terror before and triumphed. I promise here to the American people that we will triumph again. Earth is too small a place for the perpetrators of these acts to hide. The United States and her allies will enact a justice that is swift, true, and absolute.
Okay, so basically now we have to sneak inside of the CIA headquarters to find out if there's a mole within it. So basically we're sneaking into our own headquarters. We are on U.S. soil, so we cannot kill anybody. We have to be very careful of that.
Just got word from our man inside. He says your F-2000's in place. You can retrieve it in the storage room behind the generator backup.
Goody.
I'd be ignorant not to arm you, but keep it holstered. One agency fatality means the mission's over.
So we're going to bring this guy over to the light and kind of use him as a decoy. Because when the guard patrols down this hallway, he'll kind of go to monitor him and see what's going on. And that'll give us a chance to knock him out as well. Alright, so now that we knocked out both guards, we've got to make sure we drop them inside of darkness.
Good. It's not ideal, but it looks like we're covered.
Like I said, this is tight as security gets unless Congress admits we can't run this place on pocket change.
You said it wasn't critical.
It's not. I think we can maintain.
You're sure?
This room, we're just going to let these two have a conversation.
I'm just tired.
Overtime?
I'm on hour 15.
And just take a look at how cool we look.
Crunch time.
Meaning I gotta get back to it.
I'll see you around.
We want to grab this guy. The room right over here doesn't have a light switch, so it'll be perfect to kind of put him in. This door shuts way too fast, so as soon as I get this guy on my shoulders, it shuts. So we're gonna just lay him down, get that door open real fast, and put him right in. Make our way around this corner. There's a tech and a guard in this area. So as you can see, we aggravated them. The music started playing, which was kind of badass. We're going to store them inside of the closet. We got to get inside of that server room that's just below us that we're overlooking. So this is just food for thought for everybody who's watching. When you go and you pick up a satchel, sometimes it has a data stick on it. If you don't know the code, you can just pause the game, go right into your notes, and it'll be right there. So as we saw, the passcode is 7687. This guy with no inclination of seeing us or knowing we're in here somehow knows we're in here. Again, hive mind, matrix mind. Knock him right out. Thought he was doing something. Passcode here is 110598. So my encoder kind of got a little screwed up over here, and as you saw, it skipped about 2 seconds. I don't know why it's been doing that lately, but basically all it did was we opened the door and walked like 2 steps. What we want to do, as you saw, is jump there to kind of make some noise.
0J-867.
This tech is going to come over here in the darkness like he has a weapon, and he's going to actually do something. We're going to wait until he turns around.
Hold up.
Knock his ass out. And now we got to be careful with the next guy, because the next guy is literally standing right next to the alarm. So once we get this guy, we're going to put him right in the darkness. So I couldn't decide where I wanted to put this guy, if I wanted to walk him all the way down or not. So that's why I kept walking back and forth, lost in decision. So I just knocked his ass out, and now we're bringing him to the darkness. Okay, now we finally got the SC-20K. This gun is badass and actually has a lot better aim than the dumb pistol. Passcode for this one is 2977.
Yeah, I guess.
Now we're in the next part of the CIA building. This is technically part 2, quote unquote. We'll make a dart over for this door in this hallway, but there is a guard around this corner. So just wait for him to walk, and then we'll get behind him. So obviously we've grabbed this guy, we're going to put him in the darkness, bonk him in the head. There is a techie that's literally going to notice us and run for the alarm, but I'm going to punch him right in the face. Yeah, so now we got out of here pretty clean. We're going to just stash him in the darkness as well. And we're good. Okay, so we're going to use the door on the left, the main server room. The password is 2019. Last good year I had.
Lambert.
Alright, we need to get out of here real quick, so we're going to jump off a server, and we're going to grab the ledge. A tech will come in here, and we don't want him to see us and hit the alarm. So as soon as we get up here, gotta do a nice little roll. And there he is. Now for this room over here, we're going to go in there in a bit. Alright, so now we're at the guard checkpoint. We're going to slowly walk up to this. And we're going to use a shock taser on him. It's just easier. Remember, we can't kill anybody. There's a camera in this room that could basically see you at any length, so just hug the elevator area and just keep rolling. And we also have a guard right in front of us, so we're going to use the darkness to our advantage. Grab him, have him, we'll bring him over here because there's more darkness obviously, and we'll have him go night-night. We can't shoot this camera right here, so we have to create darkness. Password for this one is 110700.
Well, tell Clarence I'm gonna have his ass and his badge for this.
Never actually figured out how to take out this guy.
I'm looking at agency photographs of
Realistically,
TV.
I hugged the entire wall over to the soda machines. This was a very dangerous thing. I would wait until he finishes up on the phone.
I don't know. I don't care. Fix it.
When he finishes up the conversation on the phone, you have a chance to hide and knock him out. But me, I went right for the lockpick, and you'll see him actually come in this room as I'm lockpicking, and I'm like, holy shit. But he never noticed us, and I'm literally standing right here. We got pretty lucky here. Just take him out before you go in this room. This guy is literally oblivious to everything. I was standing there in a literally black third echelon outfit and he didn't even say shit. Respect. So now we don't have to worry about hiding that guy because the mission is literally going to save this level. That's the good thing about like the PS2 and GameCube versions. When the level loads, we don't have to worry about it because there's no more sweeps. It doesn't actually pick up any of the bodies now.
I just sent you Doherty's file. He's in information retrieval, Office 508.
What do I do with Doherty?
Stay out of his way for now. We'll get back to you when we find more on it.
So the goal here is to kidnap Doherty. So we're gonna hide right behind this and make our way fully through.
Take it back and turn up the volume.
Doherty is in the next room over.
Arrogance of a nation that still believes there is such a thing as a world superpower.
Take it back to beliefs?
What, the chain sound?
We could run right here through the cubicles. Inside of this office right here is Doherty. Doherty's very fidgety with his hands, like he has anxiety. So we're going to... That's how you'll always be able to keep track of him. He's always touching his hands. We have to tail him. But first we got to hit the computer, get some information out of him.
Great work, Fisher. How are we doing, Grim?
Working on it. Very clever back door. Looks like Philip Mass's work. Bouncing to a server. Surf Kalina_VA, which is the Kalinatek building in... Oh, black hell, somebody spotted me. They shut down.
We'll call back. Fisher, we're gonna need you to bag Doherty.
What happened?
It's kind of funny. Grimstarter is one of the best hackers in the world, and she got detected. So now we're going to slide right through the presentation room.
Details on your offset.
We're only going to take out one guard in here.
Meaning we have 3 points of attack.
You have to avoid the light ray from the projector.
Electric supply.
And we're going to take out this goon up top.
Agent Marks has been trying to sell us on the idea of electrostatic fuel bombs, but the blast radius doesn't figure. A logic bomb activated in the hospital's archival system 70 hours earlier, approximately 10 p.m. on the 28th of October, effectively wiped out our chances of tracing the attack digitally. However, we do know how they gained access to the transformers. These are hospital security access codes. The only parties who have these codes are hospital directors and us. If these codes came from CIA files, then... Excuse me, yeah? Yeah, I'm telling them about it now. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm gonna be a few minutes if you guys want to take a break. All right, I'm back.
I'm not gonna lie, folks, that was one of the most boring presentations I've ever heard in my life. We're gonna avoid that guard sitting over there, pretzel, I almost said pretzel style. He just had his leg up.
Hey,
Doherty's right there on a coffee break.
My whole family's spooked. My wife doesn't want to send the kids to school tomorrow.
You spilled your coffee.
Christ. In fact, I'm supposed to call her. I gotta run.
All right, I'm going for a smoke. You gonna be around later?
No, I'm taking off.
Hey, you spilled coffee. Somebody's gonna have to clean that up.
I gotta run, Mitch. Take it easy.
This guard right here, we don't have to really worry about. He's going inside of the bathroom. We just have to make sure we stay behind Doherty at all times. Do not alert him. He's got to drink a little bit of water. Is this guy singing the Seinfeld theme? Come on. Alright, now we're just going to very lightly stay behind him. Once out here, we're going to knock him out.
Junior Wilkes is in position for extraction. He's with Special Agent Baxter, an interrogations expert. They've got a disappearance truck parked in the back.
So now we're going to take Doherty with us. The sliding door will kind of keep his body in the dark. There is a guard over here that we're going to have to take out. Remember, you cannot kill them, so either use the airfoil rounds or the sticky shocker. Or you could just grab them. Yeah, one thing that's a little tough to remember in this level is to make sure it has to be fully non-lethal.
got another complication for you. Some CIA security dick is chatting up Junior Wilkes and Baxter.
How were they spotted?
They weren't hiding. NSA presence on Langley is completely legit.
The only problem is me and Doherty.
Right. A SIGINT ninja with an unconscious bureaucrat on his shoulder is less than copacetic, so don't let him see you.
Well, if Doherty didn't already, he now has a concussion. I just strapped him off my shoulder to shoot that camera. We're going to slowly make our way. I think I was looking because I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a camera in this location up here. There are guys in this area, so we want to knock them out first before proceeding. Yeah, the only camera was the one we already shot. Knock his ass out. A lot of the things you'll notice in the textures, especially in this room with Ubisoft Shanghai, it's a lot different from the Montreal version. There's smoke, there's a little bit more detail in every level. The Shanghai version, they kind of cut corners and made it as plain leveled as possible. Completely missed the sticky shocker. I don't even know where it went. Airfoils are good as well. The best thing to do is to use the lift. Let's go down it. Now the airfoils will stun a guy and keep him in one location, and then the second one will put him down. It's not an instant takedown. So just be mindful of that. Usually aim for the head. So now through this parking garage, we will get to the extraction point. We have to go meet with Junior Wilkes and deliver Doherty.
You mean you actually deal with humans sometimes?
Rarely, but yeah.
Awesome. So, what do you use? I don't understand the question. You know, what kind of drugs do you use? I'm clean.
I think he means for interrogation.
We gotta knock this guard out right here.
Thank God, I thought he would never go away.
This our friend?
Once we knock out that guy, we'll deliver Doherty.
We need to move quickly.
Lambert's freaking out over this.
I'll get him.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got it. Nobody has to help me.
Until you give me Doherty.
What do you want me to do? Put him on the floor for you? Take him out of my hands.
Anywhere until you give me Doherty.
All right. He's literally standing in front of you, pal.
Did Lambert tell you about Sarah?
No.
She's fine. The blackout spooked her, but she's completely all right. Don't get too emotional. Let's get out of here.
Thanks, Wilkes.
appeared on the internet at 3 o'clock this morning.
My declaration of war against the United States of America and its allies. Until every last foreign soldier has left Georgia, this war will continue on American soil and around the world, claiming the lives of the aggressors. The scales of power have been newly balanced, and we will no longer accept the tyranny of the United States.
Blamed the U.S. media for their part in spreading Combane Nicoladz's message. Ironic counterpoint to the situation at home, U.S. soldiers in Georgia and Azerbaijan have spent their 5th night without combat. Though tensions remain high, military intelligence has been unable to locate any remaining Georgian commando. Have dramatically increased their efforts to find Combane Nicoladze. U.S. intelligence is combing a constantly expanding search radius extending from Georgia. Each new country another possible secret alliance with the...
Because what we have here is a situation where further airstrikes just won't do any good. Nicoladze's army, if that's what you want to call it, is a bunch of...
As mourning relatives prepare funeral services, America's law enforcement and military forces prepare for the unknown, waiting for Combane Nicoladze's next move.
This is as close as we get. Are you sure you're cool with the details? This last-minute stuff bugs me out.
I'll figure it out.
Well, be careful.
I've already got a mother, Wilkes.
Come on, Wilkes, you know better. This is Sam Fisher. Okay, this mission right here is very tricky, and it is very easy to get detected, so we want to be smart with this. You can aim out and also hold your breath to take some of these guards out. Some of the shots with this gun as well, as you see, dead on, still miss.
Where you find him first. Details on your offset.
This guy's blind firing, has no idea where I am. There we go. Got lucky with that second shot. We don't have to worry about hiding bodies in this level because nobody comes to sweep the areas. As soon as this room starts, back up into this room. There's just all-out absolute war in this room, and it's just pitch black. Nobody knows what they're shooting at, but they're just fighting. But we got thermals, so we're going to put that on, and we're just going to pop everybody in here. So right here, I was kind of looking to see if there were any satchels or really where the exit was. But in the Xbox version, that van is actually open and you could grab some bullets, so that's why I was a little confused. As well as there's a box over here with a lantern that I believe has a med kit on it. But of course, in this version, I'm kind of just walking aimlessly in a dark alleyway. So we're going to head right for this door.
West wing of this wall is clear. Moving on to 6.
All right, so we're sliding in.
How many encryption
Drop
keys
down.
did you retrieve?
We're going to jump over to that window. So you want to get a little bit of a running start, or you're just going to literally face plant. So right here, I think I was just trying to figure out, how the hell do I get out of here? And that's it.
Are you sure he's dead?
Come on.
You literally could rappel the wall right there. I, of course, took the harder route.
Yes, the encryption key.
I got it. It's destroyed. Let's move on.
We're going to want to take all of these guards out so they don't pose a problem. The guard right here that's adjacent to us, we're going to pop him right in the face.
Fisher, those encryption keys are top priority. Use whatever means necessary, but get to Ivan before Nikoladze's assassins do.
Just going to kind of peek under here before we'd use the security door. A lot of changes were made between these versions. Usually there's some stuff laying around over here. There's the satchel we need. Has the security code on it. But I could give you guys the security code right now. It is 97531. Yeah, so right here I realized that I had to literally go inside, which you guys will as well. Go into your notes, 97531. That's the best way if you are kind of at a deadlock. When I was recording this, I was also half awake, so that definitely ties in. We'll climb right into that vent shaft.
East wing of port clear. 3 encryption keys retrieved.
The art files?
Destroyed. Every one of them.
Thank God. Make sure you leave the bodies where the fire will get them.
Of course.
Okay, so now these goons are really starting to kill innocent lives, so we want to make sure we pop them and smile.
This week it's wall mines.
So, I use the tools they give me.
You obsess over them.
You have taught me these are cool.
Yes, but if you plant too many, it's dangerous.
They're supposed to be dangerous. They're mines, for God's sake.
Grab the sticky shocker on the table, disposable pick. We could avoid lockpicks. Night vision is not going to be useful in the light, so thermal really does make a difference when you're trying to heat seek these guys out. There are wall mines placed within this area, so you can't really run up to him. You have to basically take him out, then slowly pass the wall mine. Or you could disable it when it hits green. It blinks red and green, and when it's on green, then you could disable it. If you don't, Sam will blow up into pieces. Got super lucky right there that I noticed that wall mine. And that was the first time that I think the roll was actually necessary. Still trying to figure out why I didn't use the door pick there. I literally have 2 of them, but whatever.
Sussed a little more out of Ivan.
There's a group of mercenary programmers alive on the 3rd floor.
So as soon as we spawn in, Lambert starts talking.
You think they might have encryption keys?
It's worth checking.
We're gonna pop that guy. Little delay. But that's probably just from the capture card. We're gonna pop this guy too. We want to take out all of these guards. We want to make sure though that we have... There we go. Pop these 2 in the head. Now make our way to the left.
Wait, they're motion sensitive. Nobody move.
There are wall mines on both sides of these techs, so we have to be super careful to not detonate them. Wait until it turns green.
I need an encryption key.
We don't have any.
Why should I believe you?
There is a bomb.
What?
The Spetsnaz planted it to destroy the data archives, but they put it right next to the gas pipes. It will take out this whole floor.
Grim checked the building specs. That geek's story about gas pipes.
Alright, we have a time limit now.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast. You don't have a lot of time.
Okay, the passcode right over here was 33575. I typed it in pretty quick because we're on a time crunch. We have a wall mine right here. Better to just pop it, we don't want to waste time. If I could jump over this desk, we could proceed. Continue running, follow this path. Now that we got the wall mines, we're gonna head into this room, make a left. Another room I could have saved time if I just used the damn disposable pick. Hop up on the crate, and we gotta defuse this bomb.
Great work, Fisher. That could have been bad.
But we've got a new twist for you. I hacked into the power grid. Somebody's thrown the breaker on the fire door circuit.
Meaning, you won't be able to open the doors until you found that breaker. Details on your offset.
So now that we defuse the bomb, we're gonna proceed. We got a sticky shocker and we got a checkpoint. We'll grab the satchel. I guess I had too much ammo, so I just kept picking up the same thing. Pop this guy as well. Go to the back behind the stage.
I just spotted somebody in the auditorium. Maybe our intruder. I need backup now.
These guys are going to run up. As they run up, we're going to sticky shock the both of them. So we took out those two guards. We're going to grab some frag grenades.
Anybody see anything? Stepan, there's nothing out here. Auditorium's clear. We are returning to our post.
Alright, so we need to get to the third floor back door, but there are now enemies coming this way. Little too far of a shot, especially in the Ubisoft Shanghai version. This game is literally held on by chewing gum and duct tape, so don't really count on your shots working too much. This door requires another passcode. First, we're just going to scout the area. Doesn't seem like there's any more enemies. All right, we're going to hit this right here. It is 1250. And we'll let the level load. As soon as we load in, we're going to try to create as much darkness in this room as possible.
conchie.
Grab a sticky bomb from that room. We'll lockpick these doors just to get some of the goodies in them. I believe there's the sticky bombs in the last room, sticky shocks maybe, and even some airfoil rounds.
I don't want to die here.
Are you Ivan? Do you have an encryption key?
They took it. Destroyed it. They've gone mad. I don't know what...
I need to find a man named Ivan. He's locked himself behind the building's fire doors.
Then he must be on the 5th floor.
That helps. Thanks.
So tired.
Alright, we'll go to sleep then. Guard literally spawned right outside the door. We're gonna walk our way slowly. We kind of want to aggro these guys down the hall. And we're gonna be ready for them. We'll hit the computer. That'll unlock the door, and now we need to get our ass to the 5th floor.
Opening those fire doors cleared your path to Ivan, but it did the same thing for the Russians. You better make damn sure you get to him first. Update on your situation. To cover our asses politically, we glued in the FBI. We're gonna have to leave Ivan for them.
So what am I doing here?
So this room right here is a bitch, but you could actually avoid fighting with these guys if you go behind this white wall right here. Once they pin up against the wall, take out the first guard. Once he turns the light on, we're gonna just run back a little bit and take him out as well.
Who are you talking to? Who's on that phone?
Please, don't.
Tell me who.
Here.
I don't want the damn phone. I want you to tell me who you're talking to.
I don't know. I thought it was
I'm doing everything but getting inside of the vent. So we gotta get to this guy and save him.
5 seconds to give me a name, you worthless slag.
Oh, please.
Took a few shots there, got a little nervous, but we made it. We'll grab the satchel and interact.
Are you Ivan?
Yes. You are American? You are police?
Yes and no. The police are on their way. Until they get here, I'm the only friend you've got, and I'm not a very good one.
We have to leave. We have to hurry. They'll find us soon.
It's not my job. I'm here for your encryption key.
That wasn't the deal.
The deal still stands. The feds will get you out of here alive, but first you have to give me the key.
That wasn't the deal I made with the woman on the phone.
Listen, do I come to your job and tell you how to murder civilians?
What?
No. So don't come to my job and tell me how to do mine. Feds are on their way or here already. You're gonna be fine. Give me the key, or I can take it.
That wasn't the deal.
You're working from a very limited phrase. Listen, just give me the key. I'm tired and I hate making people scream. It gets me down.
Here.
Thanks. And until the feds get here, find a better hiding place.
God damn it!
Fisher, you're gonna like this.
It makes me nervous when you say that.
The Russians are all over the top floor. They're gonna have to do some cleaning before the Osprey can safely touch down for extraction.
Right here I thought that I hit the elevator button, but all I did was just shut the door. We're going to make our way up to the 5th floor, and we are going for the extraction. We're almost done with this mission as well.
What do you mean?
This guy's blind firing right here. In order to, we have to go through this construction site to get to the chopper. Super lucky here. Here, I'm polyoxin free. Now you're dead. Let's continue up through here. Jump on top of the material. There's going to be 2 guards that come straight out of this door, so just have your gun ready. You can throw on the thermals if you need. So 1 came through, and then the second hit it with an airfoil round. Tried to pop him, and it worked. That was a good shot. This guy is going to go check and see what happened. Got him right in the back. If you swing to the right, there's a med kit if you need it, and some ammo for the handgun and the SC-20K. This area right here is a choke point in a run. What that basically means is that if you're doing it no save, no damage, this could basically end your run because these guys are like snipers. So we want to keep an eye on where they are. One is behind the forklift, the other is behind a box. We're going to take them out slowly. Last guy climbed up the ladder. We're going to take him out as well. That was a hip fire shot too. That was wild. So as soon as this checkpoint loads, we're going to create darkness in this room. This is another choke point area. There's going to be a couple of guards that literally bum rush this door up the stairs if we try to go through it, and we're going to try to lead them down the stairs. Get the gun out. We'll hit him with a sticky shock just to introduce ourselves. We're gonna make the gun, we set it to automatic, which you could use using the D-pad. Other guy was standing right behind him like a dummy. So we just took out all of them. We load it in to an air vent. We're gonna aim, we're gonna switch it over back to the single shot. There isn't a necessary need to create darkness. We're not hiding the bodies. We're just basically making sure that these guys don't stumble upon it and try to fight with us.
Fine.
Lot of fighting in this level. Basically have to have patience and make sure you aim and hit your shots. But we're clearing a path. There is a wall mine over here. Where it is, I'm not sure. But I heard it. Oh, it's over there inside of that area. And there's another one right over here. We could just really shoot. I mean, they're good to have, but honestly, we'll have enough for the part later on that I'm talking about. More guys are gonna flood the room. This guy won't pop his head out. Now he is. Get up the stairs. There's gonna be 2 guys, I believe, that either 2 or 3 that come right here. We get free shots on them. The next guy is literally going to just check the body that he was standing by.
I've got a hunch.
Repeated the same thing as Buddy said. Okay, all 3 are down. It's okay, you won't take fall damage there, it's not high enough. Alright, so now we're near the very end of the level. What we want to do is climb up here with 007 music blasting. We're gonna avoid the shots. and cue the end of the mission.
You'll be all right.
What's it supposed to feel like? You've been shot more than anybody I know. I'm gonna be okay.
Wilkes.
I'm gonna live.
You're dying, Wilkes. I'm sorry. Return. You're headed for Myanmar. Mission's not over. What about Wilkes? We might have a runner in Japan we could borrow, a woman named Cohen. What's in Myanmar?
Nikolads. We used the Kalinatek data to pinpoint him at the Chinese embassy in Rangoon.
Chinese support for the Georgian?
The political situation isn't good. If they are backing Nikolads, you better find rock-solid proof. I don't want to go into World War III without a good reason.
You've got some time before you reach Rangoon. You want me to patch in a secure line so you can talk to Sarah? No.
Revealed moments ago caught U.S. intelligence completely by surprise. The video webcast by their Georgian captors shows the soldiers mistreated but in apparent good health. The Army has not yet released the identity, the latest attack in Kambane Nikolads' information crisis. 37 security and emergency services personnel have been declared dead with unknown casualties among employees at the dam. All non-essential personnel from the American embassy in China were called back to the States earlier today in what analysts speculate could be preparation for Chinese hostilities. 2 days without updates as to health and well-being of the captured American soldiers, whose families today will be granted a personal audience with Vice President. Relations with China were already strained over disarmament negotiations, and the suspicion of involvement in the Georgian information crisis may very well push both sides.
Okay, pal, we're here. This is as close as we can safely get in a vehicle. I can't overemphasize how sensitive this mission is. We can't have a single casualty.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Lambert will give you a position for our contact as you get closer. He's had to stay mobile to avoid detection.
I'll find you when the job's done.
Good luck. And my condolences for Lieutenant Wilkes. I understand he was a good man.
I'll find you when the job's done.
So strangely enough, in the beginning of the Chinese embassy, she actually says that she's sorry about Wilkes dying. And Sam Fisher literally just ignores her and goes, I'll find you when the job's done. Absolute Giga Chad.
The rooftop a few blocks from the embassy. Says he's under a large red sign. Respond to the phrase, a bright cold day in April.
The enemies in the Chinese embassy aggro very easily.
Kill anybody, this mission's over. Slip up on this.
Got extremely lucky right there.
I'm glad you understand.
That enemy could have easily shot us. You want to try to get behind them, grab them, and knock them out. This guy's going to shoot at us for a bit. So now he's going to sweep the area. We're going to slowly wait. And we're going to grab him. Knock him out. In complete darkness, we're going to continue to move on. Chinese Embassy is one of the tougher missions in this game. And the best part is you got to go twice to it. Alright, we're going to spawn in right over here. And we're going to go on the scaffolding really slow. There's a guard sitting right there by the Jeep. And he literally could hear anything, as you could tell right there. We're going to jump up on this wire. And then we're going to shoot the light as we're on the... Probably at best to call it a cable. And that was a dead center shot. You will never see that in a Splinter Cell with the handgun. That was a very lucky shot. There's a med kit on the floor right there. We're not going to go in that room. We're going to hug this wall. We got to be mindful of where the guards are in comparison to where we are up here, because we need to get over by those garbage cans. So at this point right here, we don't have to worry about those guards. You just obviously, as you saw, run along the side, get to the sewer, and the load will despawn the level. There are 2 guards in the sewer. Maybe even 3. There's actually 3. Yes, there's 3. But we're going to take these guys out with some sticky shocks.
I hope the general has the nerve to follow this through. The general will skin himself alive.
So we killed those 2 guys. We created some darkness. We used the sticky shocks. And now there's going to be a guy that comes around here. Slowly sit underneath the valve, or the pipe. Slowly. We can hear his footsteps. And we'll hit him with the last sticky shocker that we have. And we're going to want to put him in a dark area. We're going to grab this ladder right over here. This one can actually climb up. Now, as soon as you come up here, there is a guard. So just wait a couple seconds. We're going to just totally ignore him and climb up the ladder.
It's a bright, cold day in April.
Good, good. Take this, okay? You're late, but you're here. Okay, we need to do this quickly.
Go ahead.
That map will show you the general's office in the courtyard.
I thought it was the ambassador's office.
It was, but some Chinese general has been using it. You can see for yourself. You get into the embassy grounds through the rear service entrance.
Is there a gate?
Yes, but a delivery truck will be pulling through shortly. You can sneak in past the truck, no problem. But you only have one chance at it.
Solid work.
I'm very good at my job. Okay, bye-bye.
After we meet the informant, there is a med kit over here. There's some more dialogue. We could just talk to him.
Who's this Chinese general?
I don't know, but he brought a whole battalion with him.
What do the locals know?
Things aren't so good here. We've learned not to ask questions. I'll stay up here. I don't want to get caught breaking cover.
We're going to repel the wall now. If you press the Y button on the GameCube controller, probably the square button on the PS2 controller, you'll repel faster. Got another save. Gonna hold this position and then grab this guy and knock his lights out. This area right here is extremely tricky. So you have a guy on the ground floor and then there's one up top on the scaffolding all the way to the left diagonal. So we need to get that guy to come over to us, take him out, and then sneak past the guard on top. So all we did was really sit out in the light a little bit as he started to move. We're going to drag this guy to us. This guy is exactly above us right now, so we just want to hug the left wall so he can't spot us, and trust me, he could spot you literally anywhere. So, guy's like a searchlight. Just avoid him. We'll take out these lights. They literally go on fire, which is awesome.
Show yourself!
F that guy, we'll just continue to go up the ladder and keep moving. We're going to climb up over here. Then we'll have another save.
Word of caution, Fisher. That truck's going to be your only chance to get inside the embassy. Don't blow it.
So right here, you kind of have to make a break for it.
All you need to know
because
is
the
this.
truck is really, as Lambert said, your only way in.
One wrong step could mean war. If anybody in the embassy triggers an alarm, we're pulling you out. The mission's over.
Hello.
Hey, it's me again.
May I see your papers?
This is the 7th time tonight. Can't we give the papers a rest?
This protocol comes directly from payroll. Let me see your ID. Thank you. Authorization should only take a minute.
I saw something.
We'll hide underneath the 18-wheeler. The guy inside of the security booth can see anything. Literally anything. I've went this way so many times, and it's just a really, I believe it's the RNG of the game sometimes. But once they turn around and they're preoccupied looking for us, we're going to make a break for it to the right. We're going to hug this wall to the right to avoid the guard. And also, we're going to jump in the water because there is a dog in this area and we want to lose it. We want to make sure we don't have a scent on us. It's actually a thing. I couldn't believe it. We're going to pull out a directional mic and we're going to listen to this conversation through the window.
Give me 3 more days. The devices can be armed in one and placed the next. Of course we are. But you know the details. We need to strike together, or we may as well not strike at all. Nicholas, listen to me, because you will reveal us. That's ridiculous. How could they listen? That's paranoia, but fine. No, fine. We will have a safe conversation. I will pull you back from my car.
Good Lord, Fisher. General Kong Ferrong.
Good Lord. Who's that?
He was the chairman of China's Central Military Commission until 01. Very high PLA muck.
A Chinese general talking to Nicholas isn't good news.
Whatever he's going to say when that conversation resumes just became our highest priority. Stay with him. Time to get invisible. Anyone so much as sees you when the mission's over.
So Kong Firong, he is inside of the limo. We have to keep the directional mic aimed right by the security booth because it's going to pull up and we can hear the rest of his conversation. We see him getting into the limo. Slow as shit.
Not the only ones I'm worried about eavesdropping. They are just the most typical. Of course. How many times will the signal be rerouted? You also believe your Kona Peninsula base untraceable. I understand the psychology of war. Yes. I've attended many executions, but never American. So hold on a second. Driver, how far away is Butropol meet?
10 minutes, maybe more. But we'll have to stand a police check along the way.
No, it's not worth the trouble. I will just watch the broadcast like everyone else. Yes, true. You are a wicked man, Mr. Nicholas. I hope your performance goes well. Take care.
They're going to execute the soldier.
Sounds like it.
You've got to stop them. Rendezvous with Cole. I'll forward her the coordinates for movement.
Move, sell, borrow.
Right.
Auspicious hunting ground.
Damn straight. Time for subtlety is past. I need to get this to the Joint Chiefs. See if this means war.
This guy will go slowly behind, knock his ass out. We are not going inside here yet. That'll be for part 2. And this is the end of the mission right over here. We're going to climb up the pipe, watch out for the barbed wire. Drop down. And we did it.
Hop in the back. We gotta go. Grab hold of something.
Though the evidence itself has not been revealed, U.S. intelligence is claiming to have proof of China manufacturing nuclear weapons, a blatant infraction of international treaties. China has made an unmitigated denial of the charges, restating the belief that diplomatic talks with China continue to crumble. U.S. military forces are mobilizing towards the anticipation of possible hostilities. China again denies any involvement in Nikoladz's, oh my God, broadcast through the internet just minutes ago.
Cannot allow my nation to be subjected to the blatant international despotism of the United States or the cronyism of its allies. The world is not yours alone, and the soldiers you send into it are all equally guilty of American fascism. At 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time, the United States soldiers captured in a just war against their motherland will be executed. Their deaths broadcast for the world to watch.
So now we're in Mukso Bo.
Nothing to report.
Load times in this effing game are so long. Alright.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. If Nikoladze kills these men on live broadcast, we're sunk.
Are we
We're back to killing enemies. We're gonna pop him.
Now, the broadcast. It'll buy us time to stop the killings. Nikoladze is broadcasting from an antenna on the roof.
Guy right by the door.
Objective. You'll find the rest on your OPSAT.
Good night.
Colonel, are you there? I need somebody to cover my patrol while I make a pit stop. Redbird 3 to command. I've got signs of hostility in unsecured corridor. It's the right.
We're going to hide the bodies in probably the only spot that the upset really picks up darkness. A lot of the textures and lighting in this game don't make it look dark, but it probably is really dark shaders on the Xbox version. Alright, so like I was saying, the Xbox shaders are just so much better textures. Now we're in the minefield. We have to pop that guy right in the head. There are mines scattered all over this like landfill area. So we're going to want to stick to the boxes. We also have a spotlight and another guard up top on the balcony we have to be very wary of. So we're just going to stick to the left side and completely avoid this bitch. Got to back up a little bit. And we're actually going to use the left side of these canisters and just completely avoid that guard above us and his spotlight. He has no idea, and we got past there scot-free. Now we're going to load into the next portion of the game. Okay, for this part right up here on the rooftop, we got to be very careful. You want to move very slow. So if you fall like I did,
Should we check it out? It's probably another rat. I don't want to miss the executions.
they think that there's a rat up here and basically have no idea that you're just sneaking in about to ruin their day. So we're going to grab the ledge over here, skate across, I'll grab the cable, and now we're going to completely get around this part of the roof, because we have to turn off that antenna right over there. All right.
What the hell just happened? The broadcast antenna's down. We've got no outgoing signal.
You're under attack. The Americans are here. They've taken out the broadcast antenna.
Get Nicholas out of here. I want his helicopter airborne now. I want a squad of technicians with an armed escort on the roof and repairing that antenna. I want the Americans found and killed.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you shook things
Okay,
up
so
pretty
now we
well.
got to make a run for it. We're going to roll and hide behind this door. One single guard is going to bounce out. Once he goes, we're going to pop him. I try to sneak around this freaking door, even though it's open, but the game wants you to lockpick it. So now we're going to go down the stairs and get a bunch of goodies, but there is a wall mine set up, so we just got to be super careful. Remember, when the light is green, that is when you defuse it. Just grab all the stuff, even the med kit, not that we need it. Hit the computer. Wall jump to grab the extra stuff on the top ledge. Some flares, some SC-20K ammo. And now we will be loading up to the new save. 77021. Once we load in,
We have Nikolai on board.
this part right here
Estimated
is
departure in-
extremely tedious. So what you want to do is you want to kind of hug this fence right here and then grab the ledge. Now, this guy right here, he basically sees you very easily. So we kind of just want to drop right down nice and quietly, and we could totally avoid any altercation with these fine gentlemen.
Gringo, this is Nikolai. Kill the American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Theron we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark.
What the hell?
Where are you keeping the American soldiers?
Grinko will kill me.
He's not as creative as I am. Where are they?
Ow! Oh! Oh!
Where?
The basement.
Where's Grinko?
He'll murder you. He'll kill you all.
Where do I find him?
He'll find you. Kill me.
You got your wish, buddy, but you got a bonk on the head instead.
This is Gringo. I want the American soldiers prepped and in studio. The executions are going forward as planned. Yes, sir.
You copy that, Fisher? The executions are going forward.
I heard. Got any more diversions?
Your gun's full of them. Make sure that escort doesn't
I'll drop down
recharge
right over
rounds.
here.
What about the broadcast?
It's not our place to question. Let's go.
We're gonna wax these guys right down here. Keep your distance, you don't want to get any stray bullets. shoot out this light and the next light to create some more darkness. Okay, well, now we're in the meat freezer. Best thing to use here is the thermal goggles. There are guards and turrets located in a lot of these locations. We'll wait for the guard to get pretty close, grab his ass, and nobody be able to see him because he's literally in... There's like cold smoke right now because we're inside a meat freezer. Pop that guy. We're gonna hug the left wall. Could hear the turret. It's right over there. And always by the turrets in this game is a box where we could actually turn them off. When you disable the IFF, that means that it'll basically react to shooting anybody, including their own guards. Pretty handy.
Man down. He's dead.
So we popped that guy as well. Not sure why I kicked off right there. But we're going to hopefully climb up here at some point. Guess I'm not really wanting to. Climb up right on the box, and then we're going to completely hang inside on the pipe. There we go. By hanging up on here, we completely avoid running into an enemy and completely avoid one of these turrets. We could drop down over here, we'll take out the guard, and then we will deactivate the turret. But I think we'll do the turret first. Now we're going to pull out the SC-20. Good night, buddy. We'll continue through the meat locker. Keep the thermal on because I'm telling you, you won't be able to see shit. Got lucky, popped that guy right in the mouth. And we're gonna continue moving up.
Man down. He's dead.
Alright, so we cleared out this location right over here. There is a vent we could jump down in. I can't see. There we go. There's a med kit over here you could grab. Now the objective of this mission is we have to take out Grinko. So we're going to pop this one guy right here. Took a couple of shots, but we got him. We actually have to climb back up here and hit the switch on the wall. And now we'll load into the next part. The first thing we'll do inside of here, now that we load it up, is we're going to shoot the lamp. It's kind of like a horse stable we're in now. Once this guy goes to check out what's going on, we're going to put him down too. There's a satchel on this gentleman that I'm trying to fight to get, and also put him in the darkness. A lot of these areas get a little confusing because I'm used to the Xbox and PC version. Totally different layouts in this area. We're going to head this way. Some more ammo over here if you're running low.
Are you sure? They put him on the helicopter. Nicolás has left us. Gringo must think the Americans are here. God help us if they are.
We'll hop right through this little crevice up here. And now there is a turret. We're going to turn off the IFF, but we're also going to deactivate it. We're going to climb right back up. I think I was stuck walking on a dead cow. Wow. Okay, so those guys are still having a full conversation. They're gonna take one out. That'll aggro the other one, but he doesn't know where we're shooting from.
Where are you?
The sound sometimes using an Elgato is a little ahead of the action, but you could tell what's going on. It's pretty evident that we're popping these guys. So we have a turret right here. Once the turret is facing the opposite way, we need to try to get over there. We're going to throw a flare, have it shoot directly at it. Now we can't get up there. I've almost trapped myself in a way. But what we're going to do is we're going to get behind this piece right here. And we're going to grab the flare. And we're going to throw the flare at a different area so that we could get back around this stupid turret. There we go. Now that it's aiming that way, we can continue on. Checkpoints are always good. We got ourselves another med kit.
That's sick. I'm a soldier, not a sadist. Come on, you know you want to watch. I don't. Broadcasting murder is barbaric.
Let's get out the SE-20K. These guys are right on top of us having a full convo.
We're on patrol until the alert quiets.
Don't tell me you believe those American super spy stories coming out of Kola.
If Nicolás believes them, I believe them.
Those stories are nothing but the Russian winters and the Russian vodka.
You should be worried.
Pop him, and pop him right after. So it's pretty quick. You kind of have to do it right away. You're going to pop one, aim, pop the other. And now we've cleared out that area. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that they are in darkness because, again, we don't want any alarms. Okay, so this part right over here, we're near the hostages, and what we want to do is the wall mines that we have, we want to set them up in such a way that when the guards spawn in this area to try to fight us, they basically blow up instantly. So we'll put one on this wall right here. Then we're going to put one on this corridor right over here. And then one on one of the barn walls. But we're going to do the one right over here by the pole. Now, once this is set, it's going to make a big difference when you fight these guys. Right over here, though, we're going to turn off the IFF because it'll help us in taking out the enemies. And we have to disable this one in order to find the hostages. This final portion right over here is basically killing Grinko, Nicolad's right-hand man. So I'll let the gameplay do the talking.
You are American?
You're Chinese.
The PRC ambassador to Myanmar. I must speak with a representative of your government.
They hear everything I do. Shoot.
Kong Furong does not represent the will of China. He is a splinter faction of the Chinese army. All of them fanatics and fools.
What does he want?
First, Taiwan, with others to follow. Gifts to the PRC he thinks they will not be able to refuse.
How is Nicolad's involved?
Trade. Furong provides transport and munitions in exchange for weapons-grade nuclear waste.
Does China know?
No. And unless they are issued proof of Furong's activities, I fear the certainty of war.
What's the proof?
On the computer in his office. My office. He has overridden and reset the lock.
I force him to open his computer and forward the contents to the PRC. And our countries don't go to war.
Such is my hope.
The Americans have taken the basement. I want all available men armed to converge on the basement. We'll kill them all.
Alright, first thing, get your SC-20K out. We're going to be headhunted. As you can see, they're walking into the wall mines. We're going to deactivate this guy. Now it's time to fight. Don't let the music fool you. There are still a couple of guys in this vicinity.
Colonel Bagrat, report! Colonel Bagrat! Damnation! I'm going down there. Nosenko, you're coming with me.
Okay.
Fisher, kill
Here we go.
Okay.
His men are mercenaries.
Let's get this bastard.
Cause is money, intimidation.
So, what's Grinko?
So since we set up the turret to shoot any enemy, including ourselves, his bodyguard's going to try to make a break for it around the corner. Right here. And as he tries to make a break for it, he gets popped. And now it's just us against Grinko. We're going to take this very slow. We have no idea where he is at the moment because of the flames.
Grinko's dead! He killed Grinko!
They killed Grinko! Yeah, Grinko is gone.
Mrs. Grinko is dead!
Fisher, Echelon just picked out an intercept. Ferong knows that Grinko's dead and Nicolad's is gone.
That's not good.
Get back to the embassy. He's trying to destroy the evidence that could keep us out of a war.
Right.
Mission is complete, everyone. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the game.
Since the unexplained interruption of the webcast executions, no information of the captured American soldiers has surfaced. Has instated a complete media blackout regarding diplomatic negotiations between the U.S. and China. Authorities warn of the very real possibility of Georgian mercenaries releasing falsified news reports. The possibility that China was in any way involved in the still unconfirmed execution of American soldiers, in the hope that the crisis can be averted before leading to world war.
It's fast, Fisher. We need proof that Ferong represents a splinter faction opposed
Okay,
to
so
the
we
Chinese
loaded right
government.
in.
Am I still on leash inside the embassy?
Not at all. You're fully authorized to
In this room, there is a chef, and this guy is a pain in the ass. He will sound the alarm if he sees you. So once he starts walking, we're going to make a right. There's a light switch right here. He cannot see us now. He is going to go over to the light switch, and now our asses are going to be climbing up this ladder away, like we were never here.
Fisher, you're going to have a whole mess of keypad locked doors to get around. You won't be able to count
This
on
is part 2 of the Chinese embassy, by the way.
Need to improvise.
Okay, we're going to make some noise over here just to draw this soldier in this room. Drop this guy in darkness. So now what we're going to do is we are going to head inside of the embassy palace. We're going to climb up this pipe, get on the cable, and swing. There's going to be somebody in this window right here. Do not worry about them. They can't see you. We're going to stealthily just walk along this ledge.
We've got an idea for the keypad locked doors. Go ahead, Grim.
The average temperature in the embassy might be cool enough that you could sense a heat difference on the keypads.
It's worth a try. These doors are our only way forward.
So we created darkness in this location. It'll be a good place to store this guy once we take him out. Pop goes the weasel. We're going to shoot this light out. So now this whole area is in darkness. realistically, I don't even know why I grabbed the body. He is in darkness, but I think I just felt that it'd be a little safer to bring him back here. Drop his ass on the ground.
Governor, we've wiped the last of the battery. We're moving on to half-track.
Okay, after the checkpoint, we take the pipe. Two guards in this vicinity we're going to take out. They're shooting up the computers.
It's in 1,000 pieces. They can retrieve data from the fragments. The drives must be wiped and broken.
About to wipe you, pal.
Intruder!
Yes, sir.
You can't hide!
This guy has one hell of an accurate shot. Too bad we're better.
How does it look?
I don't know how much of this we can use. They've wiped clean most of... Lambert, take a look.
Oh, dang. We just found the missing Americium-239. Back in a second, Fisher.
Okay, we got another save.
New objective, Fisher.
Just make a run.
Of trucks in a warehouse on the embassy grounds. Need to make sure they never
Signature roll is always important.
Not equipped with enough explosives,
but anything with a full tank of gas is a bomb waiting for a fuse.
Pop him.
Do I need to worry about radiation?
The components aren't assembled. You won't trigger anything nuclear.
This is Control. Relay condition red to all troops. Repeat, condition red. Nicholas has abandoned us.
Pop that guy through the glass.
To full alert. I want that convoy ready to move.
Take out that light as well. Gonna slowly move out of this area. We'll come inside of this room, but we're gonna pop the light. Now there's guys sleeping right here on cots. It's kind of like the sleep area, honestly. I don't even know what the hell to call it. We're gonna slowly just walk our way through this area. I'm not really sure who the guard was that went what the hell, but guess he went back to sleep. Once we get past that area,
we'll be pulling out.
We're going to use the optic cable right here. There's going to be two guards that walk past this area. Now, we're going to need the guard with the red beret for a retinal scanner coming up. So make sure you do not kill him.
Use the thermal goggles, Fisher. They should allow you to see the heat signatures on the keypads.
Now, you could use the thermal to find out what the code is right here. But we know the code is 1436, just for memorization. We have a turret literally to our right. We got to make sure we go slow. When it's not facing us, we're going to pop that bastard. We're going to shoot the big light. Darkness. There we go. Now we got to get this guy in a dark area, which is pretty much right over here. You just check your OPSAT bar on the side. take out some of the lights over here. We're going to disable the IFF because there is a guard that comes this way. Let's get both of these lights over here because this is where the gentleman with the red beret is going to appear. And that guy got messed up. Absolutely messed up. And we're going to swing our way on the pipe.
I understand, but this is the only time.
And now we're going to wait for these guys to pass.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Now that we got the gentleman with the red beret, we're going to use him for his eyeball, and then we're going to put him to sleep. Simple. Once that guy finally stands still, we're going to pop him. We're going to go to the second window. We're going to jump right out of this bitch. So now once we spawn, we drop down over here. We're going to create a lot of darkness in this area. Hitting these guys from such a far range doesn't seem to work. We gotta wait till he gets a little bit closer. I shot him right in the neck and nothing happened. Awesome. Finally got him. There's a dog right here. I use a sticky shocker on this dog because obviously I don't like to hurt animals. I believe there is a point though near the end of the game where I have to put one down only because he's literally about to bite me as I'm trying to get out of this area. But other than that, we put that one to sleep. He'll wake up in a couple hours. We got one more enemy over here. I'll tell you, the range of these guns in this game are absolute garbage. We aggroed this guy, and we just gotta make sure we don't get hit in the process. Come with me, bum. There's a guard here, as well as a shootable camera. And a clown sign. I didn't even notice that the first time. That's creepy as hell. Alright, so now we're going to just take out all these lights. We want to create as much darkness so that they don't find that guy's body.
All
Alright, so we'll slowly walk through the warehouse right here. Once that guy goes inside and uses the keypad, though, we're gonna follow him. This is 9753. Pop the light as soon as we walk in here because there is a camera. This area could be a little tricky. We're gonna grab this guy, we're gonna shoot the camera. Okay, now I believe there are 2 more guys in this area. We're gonna move up as close as we can, get that guy. The second guy can aggro, and he can literally run to the alarm. And he has done it multiple times against me. So I just kind of routed it where, you know what, we're gonna use a sticky shocker because he ain't going anywhere after that. There's a camera right over here. We don't want it to see us, so we're going to just pop it, hide behind the boxes. So now we're going to climb up on these boxes. But I'm going to jump around again. There you go, Sam. You got it, pal. There is literally just a lip you have to jump on, pal.
That's enough, Pen. We've got more than enough fuel on board, and we need to get moving. Okay.
So we're going to make a break for it. We cannot let these trucks escape. We're going to hit the gas tank to blow it up. I didn't even realize that guy just ate shit.
Great work, Fisher. Those nukes aren't going anywhere.
Now the General.
need help! The general is trying to kill himself! Where are you? His office! Hurry!
I'm going to shoot myself.
Not in the face.
You are American. You are the cause of all my sorrows, yes? Perhaps you will do me the favor of killing me.
I'm going to unlock the data in your computer, and you're going to help me.
Go to hell! You can't force a dead man into anything.
You're not dead yet. The rest of your life is all you've got, and how painful that is depends on your cooperation.
My life was suffering long before you got here. Do your worst.
Will do. Where did Nikolod's run to?
I don't know. I don't care.
You owe the man no loyalty. He fled. He betrayed you.
I hope you find and kill him. But I do not know where he is.
Fantastic work, Fisher.
I see more suicides on this job.
Grim, how does the data look?
Solid.
Fantastic. Get the relevant stuff to the Joint Chiefs. Forward the same to China through the CIA. Fisher, we're done in Myanmar. Meet Cohen and get the hell out of there.
A collective sigh of relief as the U.S. returned to a state of amicable diplomacy with China. The swift action of the CIA and Chinese intelligence revealed a splinter faction of the Chinese military covertly supporting the Georgian information crisis, declaring a national day of mourning for those lost in the Georgian information crisis. confirms the consummate defeat of Combane Nikoladz's cyber warriors. The acts of information terrorism have come to an end, and in a ceremony later today, President Bowers will be issuing an official thanks to the CIA, FBI, and U.S. Special Forces for their role in bringing an end to the crisis. Though his whereabouts are still unknown, Combane Nikoladze is essentially powerless.
We have torn off the Scorpion's claws. We have severed his tail, and he cannot stay hidden for long.
Fisher, it's time we talked about the Ark.
What is it?
What Nikoladze wants most in the world, and what we're going to catch him by.
That's all we know.
We know the Ark is hidden somewhere inside the Georgian presidential palace, and we know Varlam Kristavi is letting him take it.
Who's Kristavi?
The new president of Georgia, pushed into power by our friends at the CIA.
It doesn't make sense.
We'll do the thinking. Your primary mission in Georgia will be Nikoladze. We get him and the game's over. The good guys win.
Were you talking to Lambert?
Yeah. Sarah?
Dad, is that you?
It's good to hear your voice.
The TV said you guys beat Nikoladze.
It's not that simple.
So you're not coming?
No, honey, not yet. But soon.
Welcome back to Georgia, Fisher. Our cleanest path to the Ark is President Kristavi's records. Details on your OPSEC.
What if Kristavi gets in my way?
Don't touch him. He's copacetic with the CIA. If Kristavi dies, the mission's over. Fisher, Kristavi has the entire palace on standing alert. If you're spotted before you get inside, they'll lock the whole place down and we'll have to pull the plug.
There's lasers in this location. We gotta just be careful passing through. We're gonna grab the pipe up here and we're gonna crawl right over this laser. Just jumping over it is just lame. Top laser is not going to move. We gotta time this one correctly. Got a wall mine over here. We gotta make sure we hit it when it's green. Now we'll jump up right on this ladder. We gotta get into this presidential palace and take this guy down. So now we're in the maze. The maze is quite tedious. Got that guy real quick. There is the dog right here I was talking about that I do have to put down. I'm trying to aggro him. Basically, he can attack you from any location. The dogs are dangerous in this spot. So unfortunately, I gotta put this guy down. Alright, once he's down, we're gonna just keep moving. There's a satchel right here on this gentleman. There's a camera dead set above us that cannot be shot, as well as this one right here. But what we want to do is we create darkness because there is a light right next to it. Alright, so the guarding gate is 2126. Alright, so once we save and we skip the save portion, we load right into this area. This is the museum. There are lasers surrounding this area. Once the guards are about to approach the door, we're going to roll. And we're going to take it nice and slow, and we're going to hide against this wall and let them pass. Satchels are always important. We're going to just put this guy in darkness. There are lasers on the stairs, as we can see. So we're going to have to really be careful over here. We jump right over that one. And then we're going to climb right over because there's one more on the top of the stairs. So in certain rooms that you might not be familiar with, the optic cable serves a really strong purpose in making sure that the area is not filled with any enemies. So you definitely, if you're not comfortable or you haven't played the game a ton, the optic cable is definitely important. So now we load it in. Again, this run is segmented. We're going to take out all the lights. Can't picture somebody doing no save, no damage on this game, but hey, I'm sure there's someone.
How the hell?
Alright, so we got a couple guards in this vicinity. We gotta take them out.
I must be seeing things.
Alright, so we just took out the enemies of this location. Really, just creating darkness is super important, especially on hard mode. You don't get second chances. Pop that guy real quick. And we'll take out the other light. We'll use the handgun on this light. But it doesn't want to shoot. Not too much that it wants to shoot, it doesn't want to break. Okay, that was another camera that basically we cannot shoot. Alright, so there's lasers here. We basically have to time them. This is 2 lasers. We're going to jump right over that one.
President Christave, sir, is that you?
So this guy literally thinks we're Mr. Christave, but
we are continuing to hold
we're here with a gun for him.
Inside, sir. President Christave?
I got this gun wrapped in a bow for you, pal. Come here. Alright, we'll hit the red computer.
This kind of thing. What do you have? Interrogation, torture, and... oh, Christ!
What?
The Ark is a SATM.
What?
A special atomic demolition munition.
You mean a nuclear suitcase bomb?
Yeah. I'll get back.
We have to go back the way we came. We gotta
The Ark
time
is the
these
mission,
lasers
Fisher.
correctly.
Get it. It's in a safe inside a vault in the library. Locked by scanner to Nikolai's retina.
So I'm going to need Nikolai's alive to get the Ark.
That's right.
Okay, we're gonna take a step back and we're gonna pop this light. Okay. Didn't want to pop, but it wanted to aggro the guard. So basically for that guy, he was completely aggroed as I'm trying to shoot the light. The gun doesn't want to do its job and basically shoot. And by this point of the game, it's more infuriating than anything else. So we reach the save.
Everybody at alert. We are retrieving the Ark.
This is literally the final push to take out Nikolai. So we're gonna wait. So as we waited right there, we were able to knock out the tech, and we were able to also knock out the guard, because there's a lot of darkness in this area. And funny enough, on the Xbox version, the elevator that I'm right behind is actually working. You could actually take it down. But what happens is, in the PlayStation and GameCube version, the elevator's broken. So it's definitely a difference. Now this part, no matter what you do, enemies are going to burst through the area.
Some kind of American commando.
We're going to run right over here. We're going to get our backs on this bookshelf. We're going to stand still for a second. They know exactly where we are. Once that guy turns and runs back, we're going to run.
They turned on us. Christavi's men have opened fire. We need back.
Okay. And now,
Did you kill him?
we found this son of a bitch.
Let me walk away. I can make you rich.
I know what it is. I want to know where it came from.
This gets you nowhere.
What are you going to do with it?
With what?
The Ark. Where are you going to detonate it?
Kill me, or let me go. What you're doing now is hopeless.
We're done here, and you spew lies.
Nobody move! Nobody move!
Come by Nikolai's. And who's your friend? An American?
Ask him.
You will give us the Ark.
I am not God.
You will give us the Ark.
I honestly don't know what you are speaking of.
Kristavi knows it is a nuclear suitcase bomb, and he knows you have it.
Clever man. Does he know that it is already in America?
What?
The Ark is not here.
Keep talking.
The only thing in this vault is the activation key. The bomb itself is in America. If Kristavi guarantees my freedom, I'll tell him where to find the Ark.
Give us the activation key.
This spy has the key, this American. You'll have to take it from him. I can give you the location, but only on the condition of my safety and freedom.
Agreed. You two, escort Mr. Nicholas out of the library. You, who are you?
Don't talk, Fisher. We're arranging for a blackout in 5 seconds. Make the most of it.
Give us the key to the Ark. You can hand it to me, or I can take it from your corpse. You have 5 seconds to decide. 4 seconds. 3, 2...
No thanks. Okay, so these guys literally are like from the Matrix, so we have to be extremely smart on how we killed them. It's like they literally know where I am, and it's pitch black in here.
Engaging car.
We had to change our weapon to not single shot to full shot, just to put that guy down. So we're not going to go back up the way we came. We're going to make a right this time.
Fisher, we can't let Nicholas walk away.
I think he really knows.
We have to take out Nicholas. This is the very end now, folks.
It's never such an angel.
We're going to make a run for it to this door. As soon as you hit the door, the load happens. And here is where we finish him off.
The American is carrying intelligence vital to the safety of our nation. His capture or death is our highest imperative.
As you can see, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties climbing up this damn pipe. Have to grab the ledge, but the way they made it is like nearly impossible. So we have to angle ourselves completely correctly in order to jump and just grab this freaking ledge. There we are.
Let me be as clear as possible. Snipe Nicholas from there. Do it now. Don't miss. You probably won't get a second.
One shot, one opportunity. Here we go.
Sharp work, Fisher. It's time to get scarce. That data you're carrying is the last of it.
The last of what?
Nicholas's threat against the U.S. Our highest priority right now is keeping what you're carrying out
The
of
guard
enemy
comes
hands.
right out this door.
The Osprey's waiting.
We just have to get to extraction. There is one more guard on the other side of this door that's locked up ahead. Once again, the brilliant minds that made this game will not let me shoot the lights. We're gonna pop that guy right there. Grab extra ammo. We're gonna head through this door right here. Got another checkpoint. So right over here, I kind of just wanted to make sure that these guys are in darkness because, as you know, even at the end of the game, it could trigger an alarm. There's one more guy on our way from finishing the game. And that right there, folks, as we enter this door right here to exit, we have completed Tom Clancys Splinter Cell. No alarms, no damage on hard mode.
An 8-story apartment building and surrounding 4 blocks in Hopegate, Maryland, were evacuated today by the National Guard. Authorities cited a gas leak as the reason for the evacuation, stressing that today's events had no relation whatsoever to Combine Nicolats or the Georgian information crisis. Hopegate, less than half an hour from downtown Washington, D.C., will, since the recovery and confirmed identity of President Combine Nicolats' corpse 5 days ago. Palace guards fatally shot President Nicolats in the midst of what appears to have been an attempted ousting of acting President Varlam Kristavi. In a press conference this morning, U.S. President Bowers lauded the American people for their courage.
We were injured, we stumbled, but we did not fall. The world knows no hardship or terror that American tenacity cannot overcome. And so I extend my deepest admiration to every U.S. citizen of the world, to every civilian and every soldier standing firm against the terror and tyrannies of wicked men. History will not forget your resolve. History will not forget your resolve.
Dad, what's going on? You haven't laughed since the Reagan administration.
We have kept the bright flame of American freedom burning throughout the world. May God clear our vision and strengthen our minds.
Hello, Lambert.
I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me so far. We're at 82 subscribers, and as soon as we get to 100, I'll be creating a Patreon, as I've said in my previous videos. Subscribing for $1 a month, you can see all my outtakes, all my outros, any mess-ups I do. We're going to have compilations of me raging at most of the games that I do play. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me in this, and this was a fun run. This was a really fun run, I'm not going to lie. I do love Tom Clancys Splinter Cell, and I can't wait to do Pandora tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. That's coming soon. Hope you guys enjoy this, and this is the Notorious Base for One Final, signing out.